Hello. I said that I don't believe in tarot, but I think it's super interesting to kind of see where like my mind will go, and I guess chat because I'm using chat to decipher what I got. And so this was okay, so the time that I got my tarot reading was after Damdala, and I slept over at this boy's house. And then what did I do? I went home, did some stuff. It was Super Bowl Sunday. I went to Bestie's sister's place, got my tarot reading there, and it was literally just boom, 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 just like a lot of things happening, and he was still on my mind. So I guess when they say like put an intention for a reading, I was thinking about just, like dating in general, but obviously like thinking about the person that I'm dating right now. So, what I got was the first card. Let me just show a picture of what I got. Um, oh, here we go. So, this is a picture of what I got. The first card is the Wheel of Fortune upside down. Second card is the World, and the third card is Strength. So, yeah. So I inputted that into Chat GPT, and what Chat said was, "Ooh, okay." This is a big arcana, big life kind of spread, especially for love. When you get three majors together, tarot is basically saying, pay attention, this is a turning point. So, number one, Wheel of Fortune, reversed. In love, the reversed wheel often shows a cycle that feels stuck or delayed. Things not moving when you expect them to, repeating patterns in relationships, a sense of why does this keep happening? Reverse doesn't mean bad luck, it usually means timing is being redirected, not denied. You may have been trying to push something forward or waiting for the universe to push it, and instead you're being asked to regain control where you do have it. Choices, boundaries, and self worth. In love, this can point to karmic connections that needed to pause or end so you don't keep looping the same lesson, which is very true. I think it's very true. But, like, I feel like it's pretty general. So, second card, the World, it was upright. So, it's about completion, closure, and wholeness, feeling at home within yourself, one chapter ending cleanly so another can begin. This says you're closing a significant emotional chapter, not with resentment, but with understanding. You're no longer defining yourself by unfinished stories or what could have been. This card of integration. You've taken the lessons, you've grown, and you're no longer missing a piece, which I definitely agree. I definitely have grown, I think, a lot, and I think I used to have such anxious attachment, and like I feel like people can get that still, like me included, but I think it's all about how you self-soothe, and also like there's no reason to get caught up in your own thoughts, because love is love, like it'll happen, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. Like I'm at a point in my life where I'm happy with my circle. Like I'm more than happy. Like the people that I do keep into my life, the people that may come into my life, that have been in my life, like I'm so filled with joy. And it's not like times that we are together, it's not always joyous. There's chaos, there's still problems, but in the end, like there's a reason why I have these people in my life. And I don't know, I love every single one of them. So they are enough for me. My partner will add to that, not be my other half. I know people always say that your partner is going to be your other half. I agree as well, your other half in situations to support you, but other half, like I'm not going to lose half of myself to another person. Like I've done that already, and it sucks. But maybe this is only like because I've grown up on my own, because I'm an only child, that like I'm okay being alone because I know that I get to do what I want. I get to be where I want. Just, you know, you know, maybe like a little selfishness, but in a very healthy way. Um, Third card is strength. It was upright. So strength and love is quiet power. Emotional courage, gentle confidence, leading with compassion rather than force. This card shows you stepping into love with self-trust, not anxiety. You don't need to chase, convince, or overextend. You're strong enough to be soft and to walk away when something doesn't honor you. Strength also suggests patience, not waiting out of fear, but allowing things to unfold without losing your center. So essentially, I'm moving from a stuck, karmically delayed cycle into true emotional closure and wholeness, and emerging as someone who loves from inner strength and calm confidence. So, in plain language, the universe hit pause so you could finish a chapter properly. And now you're entering love as someone whole, not someone hoping to be completed. This spread is less about who is coming and more about who you're becoming in love. And ironically, that's when healthier love shows up. Very true. So, I guess, like, it chose, because I did it on the same thread as my last tarot reading, which was the Hierophant. They're all upright. The Hierophant was number 1. The second one was 4 Cups. And the third one was King of Cups. So my earlier spread ended with King of Cups, emotional maturity. This one ends with strength, emotional courage. Together, I'm learning to love with depth and boundaries, heart and backbone. That's soulmate level energy, not situationship energy. Which is true because I did tell one of my besties that I want to get married next year. So we'll see, but I also don't want to marry someone that, like, it takes me, I feel like, I mean, it could change now, but I feel like you don't really know someone after a year. I feel like you know someone after like 3 years. Like there's a 3-year mark, there's a 5-year mark, I feel like a 6 and a 7, and every year after that, like, but I know in relationships you also grow together. So I'm at a conflict with myself. But the key love message is don't rush what's recalibrating. Trust the ending you've already survived. Your softness is no longer a liability. It's guided by strength now. And so I had Chat interpret this as a past, present, future with a specific person, and tell me what kind of love this prepares me for next. So with a specific person, the past, this connection likely felt faded but frustrating. Like timing was always slightly off, like you were waiting for the shift that never quite came. I've known this guy since, I feel like, when was it? I said it was like half my life, but I feel like more. So I thought it was high school, but I think it was like 7th grade, because I think I had a boyfriend in 7th grade. Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember, but what, 7th grade? I was 12, and now I'm like almost 30. So I think it's just crazy. Reverse wheel energy in love often shows karmic lessons. You may have felt pulled towards this person, but things stalled, repeated, or circled back without resolution. It's the almost energy, not random, but not aligned either. There may have been external circumstances, emotional immaturity, or simply mismatched timing. So the present right now, this card says something that has completed, whether physically or emotionally. Even if you're still in contact energetically, the lesson has been integrated. You're no longer chasing closure. You've outgrown the old dynamic. The world upright is powerful. It says you're not waiting anymore. You've stepped into wholeness. That doesn't mean you don't care. It means you don't need it to work to feel okay, which is true. Going back to the Seattle thing, it's true. Like, yeah, we're dating exclusively, but it's like, it depends what he does when he's on this trip, and we'll see. Future is the strength. card. So if this person reappears, you won't approach it the same way. You'll be calm instead of anxious, observing instead of overgiving, compassionate but firm. Strength suggests that if anything rekindles, it would only work if it's gentle and balanced, no emotional chaos. And if it's not, you'll have the courage. I will have the courage to walk away peacefully. This card leans more toward you rising above the dynamic, not falling back into it, which is true. So the second prompt was, what kind of love is this preparing me for next? So I'm breaking the karmic cycles. I'm done repeating emotionally unavailable partners, potential over consistency, confusing intensity with destiny. The world, middle one, you enter love whole. The next love isn't about filling a void. It's about two complete people choosing each other, mutual respect, and shared emotional awareness. The world is soulmate energy, but the healthy kind. Not trauma bond soulmate, evolution soulmate. And last card is strength. A calm, steady, emotional, secured love. This future love feels soft but strong, passionate but grounded, deep without being destabilizing. Strength says this relationship won't test you through drama. It will test you through vulnerability, which is, I think, very true. Through allowing yourself to receive steady love instead of adrenaline. So true. So it's not about chasing someone, it's about leveling up in love. So, yeah. So I also went a little bit further and I talked, like, chat asked, like, if I wanted to go deeper into timing, like when this next chapter might realistically begin. And so with the Wheel of Fortune, it's a transition period first and then movement. So the phase 1 is the closing and recalibration, which is now between 3 months. I'm just finishing a cycle or emotionally detaching from something karmic. So it's a rebalancing period. This isn't stagnation, it's alignment. The universe tends to slow things down here so you don't repeat patterns. If you rush into something during this window, it may feel familiar but not elevated, which is kind of true because we went from being like, yeah, we want to be boyfriend and girlfriend to, let's just say we're dating exclusively. Like, but I don't know. I don't know. All up for interpretation. So phase 2, the strength activation, was within 3 to 6 months. It shows gradual organic development, not sudden whirlwind romance. Timing-wise, this card often connects to late spring / early summer energy, Leo season, late July to August, or roughly 4 to 6 months from the reading. This is when I'll feel calmer about love, someone consistent starts showing up, or a connection deepens without chaos. Strength doesn't rush, it builds. So what's important though is the wheel is reversed. It's delayed but faded. When the wheel appears reversed before forward momentum, it often means not yet, but not no. So if you felt like love has been slightly paused lately, that's part of the recalibration. Once the cycle fully closes, movement tends to become fairly natural, not forced. So apparently, within 3 months, I'll have a noticeable shift in my love life. In 3 to 6 months, I'll have a stable, emotionally mature connection forming. And in mid to late 2026, strong potential for something grounded. And it won't feel dramatic, it'll feel steady. So I'm going to leave it like that because I don't want too much. I don't want my brain to fall like too much into like, oh my God, like what I am going to check though. What I am going to check is he still hasn't deleted his Facebook dating profile. Okay. I just wanted to check. If it changes to Seattle, like his location, I feel like I wouldn't even want to keep exploring. I feel like I would respectively have a talk and not say anything and then just, leave it be. I don't even think I want to mention like the Facebook dating thing and the location thing. I just leave it alone. So yeah, that is my tarot reading. I can't wait for the next one. I'm gonna go eat dinner. But yeah, exciting times for love, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But good night. Bye.